button, and I say, yo, what up? How's it going, man?
What's up? It's going well.
Good
How about you?
to hear. I'm great, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you asking. We've got a deck doctor today on Ojiro. For everybody out there who doesn't know, the deck doctors, the way that it works is over on Patreon at $10 a month. Monthly, we sit down with all my sweet patrons and we chit chat about a deck. So we got Volky here with Death Ojiro. It looks like we're playing a lot of set 2 stuff. A character that I'm really, really excited for. I think Ojiro is going to be really, really rad in set 2. A force to be reckoned with. So with that, you want to go ahead and give me just the elevator pitch on how this super rad Ojiro deck works?
Well, my thought was just kind of abuse Bakugo 2 stuff. Just say your opponent has no active or abilities on their foundations, and then just pump damage to where they, and then basically use his once per game to make whatever attack it is unblockable, and punch him in the face really hard.
I love that. Yeah, I absolutely love that. So hit me with the attack lineup. What do you like? What do you not like about what's going on there? And as you're putting cards on the list, I'm going to slap some stuff in the sideboard.
Sure thing. I think one of the big stars in this deck is definitely Blast Rush Turbo, because with Ojiro's once per game, we're allowed to pump the speed up super high, and Blast Rush Turbo pumps its damage super high. So that together is kind of just like our big kill card. And then I had 4 Nitro Explosions, so I wanted to put those to use. And
fair.
Being able to, just kind of ignore progressive if we take it out of our card pool, and just swing in for more of that +3 damage on each attack. So
right. That does make sense to me. Man, I love a lot of your choices here.
Glad to hear it.
Foundation wise, what are you thinking? What are your favorite and least favorite moves there?
I do like kind of keeping our health total up with Excited for Blood and Super Regeneration. That was another reason I liked going on Death with Ojiro, because I had previously played him on Earth in set 1, and so being able to like stay alive for very long if you want to just play the long game is nice. And then Encouragement allows us to kind of do the same thing as Bakugo 1. Like, if you block my attack, you're flipping a foundation, but if you don't block it, you're gonna take a bunch of damage, and it doesn't. So it's kind of a win-win either way.
Right. Right. Yeah, so. No, I dig this. I dig this a lot. Yeah, the biggest thing with Ojiro is like people can really disrespect that enhance flip a foundation, your attack gets 3 damage. Like if they're afraid of the once per game, right? They just like start soaking up 8+ damage every attack. It's like, man, they really have to perfect block Ojiro in order to make stuff happen. And our job here is to make them not perfect block us. So I have tossed some cards into the sideboard that we get to chat about. First and foremost, Detonation Launcher. Bakugo 2 is on my short list to take to Vegas, because I've had a lot of practice trying to like figure out what my ratios are on my attack accounts. I think it's a deck that I'm probably gonna have in paper for the next month. This card is incredibly, incredibly strong, and I think this card needs to be in your deck at some sort of number. What that number is, I'm not positive, but Detonation Launcher into Finishing Blast said that they flip 2 foundations. Not to mention, if they block both, they flip 2 more because of Ojiro. The flip a foundation cost on Detonation Launcher is kind of high. I feel that. We don't have a ton of ready foundation or face-up foundations on our board, but it is good enough. It is a good enough card that we probably want to play it at probably the 3 of.
Yeah, I could see that. The main reason I didn't toss it in was because I felt like kind of just doing like little solitaire games with myself. Like I felt like I was flipping everything, and
Right.
like we have a lot of pretty useful foundations, and
Yeah.
flipping all of them kind of sucks.
I agree completely. I agree
But
completely. I think that this card, pound for pound, is better than Brutal Explosion. And let me tell you why. The death combo on Brutal Explosion actually hurts you. Because all they're going to do is just destroy one of their face downs, which is now -1 speed on your ones per game. Right? It does get very fast, and it does get very big, right? It is a 5 high for 7 at flip of foundation cost. That feels great. It feels really good as an opener, right? But the thing is like finishing blast just like already is going to do that with powerful 2 and as a finisher for Ojiro, right? Like it feels very good giving this thing extra speed because of the powerful and the flip the foundation. Not to mention, if we play the detonation launcher instead of the brutal explosion and we play something like howitzer impact cyclone or instant explosive release, we get to steal the momentum, right? We get just a bonus momentum out of it, right? And so I think this card is really good. We could even play it at a 2 of and just put brutal down to a 1 of, right?
Yeah,
just to like spread ourselves out just a little bit more. Because this thing also just being 8 damage for free is like really good.
Yeah. My only other concern is we probably have a good amount of 5s. I don't know exactly how many that's.
So the thing is like the as opposed to think about it like 5s, think about them as openers, right? We've got openers and we've got combos, right? Launcher's an opener, ignition's an opener, and that's it. That's the only ones that we want to open with. This wants to combo, this wants to combo, this wants to combo. This could be considered another opener because we don't necessarily want the combo ability on it, but we need to combo this. We need to combo this. This can't be the opener. This wants to be the finisher. It doesn't want to be the opener, right? This is barely a card in our deck.
Yeah.
This card is here to unflip foundations primarily and also break our 2 blocks.
Yeah.
And so like this is where stuff happens.
Yeah, I understand the choice though, because we definitely need to be pumping momentum. And even though they're gonna want to not block our attacks to play towards our game plan, you still need more than just that, I think.
Right. Like imagine detonation launcher into howitzer impact cyclone into naval laser beam. Right? Like that 3-card combo. Juicy, especially with things like first aid class, letting to first aid class in someone's style, re-readying themselves, getting bonus to our checks. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here.
Yeah, also nitro explosion into blast rush turbo is pretty nasty too.
Correct. It's like nitro explosion into instant explosive release into blast rush. Feels amazing. Feels really really good. This is the main card combo of my deck is 1, 2, then 3. And that's like 35 damage on 3 attacks. You're just like, I'm into it.
Yeah.
Foundations. You're playing 0 copies of Struggling with Studies, and I think that is a blunder. That is a bad move.
To be honest, I probably just looked over it.
Fair.
Because it was Mina stuff, and I was like, well, I want to play Bakugo 2 stuff. But so I probably just looked over it. But
I love that.
I wanted to consider it for sure.
So the big thing here is you just get to block with naval laser beam, breaker to them, and then they play their 3rd move, and you pick this thing back up. You're just like, yoink.
This is true.
Or something along the lines of like, you block with ignition, you block with a different move, you flip struggling with studies, and you pick up your fury, you respond with ignition and steal your momentum. Because the fury left your card pool. Right? Like there's so many things that you get to do with struggling with studies. So many things. And then like if one of your cards would be flipped, flip this one instead. Like this card feels very, very good. Like if you're going in and you don't have to use the enhanced flip, just flip it with Ojiro. It's fine. It's also plus 3 damage. I think this card's a 3 of easy in our deck. Easy.
Yeah. Plus I think I was kind of lacking low block, so it's pretty good. It's low block.
I noticed that. I was trying to see just eyeballing like what to take out, but we've got 18. Yeah, not a ton. Excited for Blood is only a 2 of in our main board. What's up with that?
I only have 2 copies at the moment. That's the main reason.
Boop.
But
It's gone. We don't have to talk about it. I think this card's a 3 of easy. I think it's going to be a 3 of in every symbol that can play it. I think some decks want to play 4, but I don't think that's every deck. And I might get I get flamed in the chat for it. That's fine. I think it's a 3 of. It's a 3/5 that doesn't actually kill your opponent. It just like hurts you to draw more advantage. If that card's not worth the 2 health, then it probably wasn't worth the 2 health. You know.
Yeah. Plus, I think this kind of playstyle wants to draw more cards, and that's kind of one of our main ways of drawing those extra cards. So
agreed. Surviving the final, amazing spam. It's better than Keen Observation is.
Yeah, probably.
We don't have the burn cards in our deck, and so the minus speed is very, very good.
Yeah.
Have not changed our number. Our number is perfect. Night Watch, I put this in because I think we should play Evil Gaze, but like looking at the size of our deck, we're not allowed to play this card, but we should be playing Evil Gaze.
Yeah.
Evil Gaze is insane. Evil Gaze says that our instant explosive releases are alive. I play Ignition, I Evil Gaze, I then give it it's a 7 high for 7 that they don't want to block, because if they block, they flip one and I destroy one. So I destroy it face up. And then my instant explosive release goes, and then my instant howitzer impact cyclone goes. Like it is exceptionally good. It's really, really good. This is a 4 of for sure, because they're gonna flip all their bad cards, and I want to destroy all their good cards.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then my last one is Let's Fight Bad Guys. It's just an onboard version of Evil Gaze. I'll flip 2 foundations for +2/+3. That's a great exchange rate if I need to make a thing happen. Impact Cyclone's a 3 high. Imagine, if you will, a world where it's a 5 high. Right? Like this card feels very, very good. This is essentially, we get to the Bakugo 2 for a day. And then we're at, what, 76 cards? That's nothing. All right, let's talk about our numbers.
Definitely need to cut some stuff here and there, but
Tutoring Kirishima. What's up with this card?
I liked it as just another way to flip foundations, and I saw kind of as I was playing those little solitaire games, it was kind of a little combo between that and Someone with Style. So you flip that's like one of your main flip targets with Ojiro's ability, because I mean either way you're getting 3 damage, and also if they block, you flip, so you're not going to use the enhance on it, but you can destroy it with Someone with Style to untap, and then they flip one. So
I think
when it hits
this card's greedy.
Yeah, probably.
I think this is just like it already just does what Ojiro does, and it's just like a 2/5/3 mid block. I think since, unless you're down to run 76 cards, I'm not.
Probably not.
But I think that this card just instantly gets cut. It just isn't going to hold its weight because we don't have a destroy factor on our face. I have to run it in Bakugo because I give speed, not damage. If this card said flip for +3 speed, which we just put that card in our deck, I think we play it. Right? I think this card is it's better to patch our hole rather than double down. This one's gone. We just can't do more.
Plus, there's probably too many flip abilities, so that you'd flip them all out and then have, they don't really care about blocking your moves now. So
yeah. Learning the standard. This is the world's coolest one of. We have to make cuts. I think we are probably going to end up cutting it because this number is way too high. But I think this card might just end up being a sideboard card. Maybe, probably.
Yeah, just for assets or foundations that we don't like.
Fighting Hatsume. Yeah, she's gone. It's gone.
Okay.
Capabilities. How you feel about it?
I saw it as just another way to pump a lot of damage, because we're already capable of pumping speed with our once per game. So if we need that extra bit of damage,
Okay.
It's better than powerful 3, but
I don't hate that. I mean, it's +2/+8 on our thing whenever we decide to we just flip this, right? And we get a snap momentum with instant and ignition, and now now detonation launcher. Wait, flips, snaps momentum. It's not terrible. It's not terrible.
I mean, if it's something that needs to be cut, then
I'm just trying to find room, and so like the way that you make basic cuts, right, is you take all your high numbers and you make them lower, and you take all your low numbers and you get rid of them, right? The question is this one of worth existing, where like it's one of our only cards that doesn't flip for a cost, right?
Yeah.
And so like that feels good, but it does have like a way more significant cost. Like commit discard momentum : is like a lot. It's a lot.
That's true.
It's also like a 4 high block. It's forced to be on the board. Like it's not very good in our hand. It's not very good in the card pool. It's a 3 diff. It's good on. It's good in stage. It's very good in stage, and that's it.
Yeah.
Is that worth it? That's the question.
I mean, I'm willing to test it considering I haven't really been able to play games with it. But,
Right.
And so if that needs to be cut, then
yeah, we'll leave it for now, right? 71 cards. If we can get to 65, I think I feel good. And so like I think the answer is like cut 1 apathetic, because I think that we've got internship, we've got Ojiro. This is gonna be your best card. This card is cracked in this character. This card is so good.
Just realized it also works on block, which is disgusting.
Yes, it does. Yeah. So I think actually cutting this down to like a 2 of is probably the right call. This thing is just to like stop sticky balls. Like that's all this card is for. Is stop sticky balls as your first enhance, so that you're allowed to play your cool moves if you don't have a copy of Forcing Surrender, which has to be a 4 of because we're playing a combo deck. Super Regen also gets to be a 2 of. It is another flip cost card that like we've got 29 health. If we needed the extra 9, then we should probably just play Nomu or something, right?
Yeah, plus we got excited for blood, so it's another way of gaining health if we need it.
Right. Where we at? We're at 69. Perfect. Someone with style gets to be a 2 of struggling. Like we can take a lot of these and put them at 2 ofs if we like the quality of the cards. The other option is we just like shock absorption. We could just cut this all together and feel fine.
Yeah,
right? Struggling is minus speed. Survival is minus speed. Glamour. I guess Glamorous is plus speed. Evil Gaze is minus speed.
Yeah, I think we can definitely take out shock absorption, because I didn't really have any other speed reduction in the first draft, so that's kind of why I was in there.
I'm looking. My last thing is we could cut encouragement down to a 2 of. It's fine to have if we want it, but it's not like crazy important here, and it would just cut us 1 more mid block, because I don't think we can touch highs and lows anymore. So we're at 66, which is a perfect number for 22 attacks. And then what we do is after we play a couple, this is weird. Look at the watermark. It's like on top. After we play a couple moves or a couple games, we see what of these we like and what we don't like, and we start cutting down even further. Look at our difficulties real quick, dude. 20, half of our foundations are spams. That's perfect.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, all in all, I think that this list looks really, really good. I like the diversity of this, and I think this list is allowed to sideboard into a Bakugo too really easy.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. If you really need to be a little more aggressive, or if their opponent doesn't really care about flipping their own foundations.
True.
Yeah,
anything you vehemently disagree with? Anything you hate?
Not really. I mean, I think you kind of made some good suggestions, that's for sure.
All right. Yeah, play the deck. Let me know how it goes. I mean, like I said, Bakugo's in my in my running, and I'm for sure putting Ojiro on my sideboard. So if you're running the other side and it's like, yo, Ojiro's cracked, put Bakugo on your sideboard, that might be the play. So let me know, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Let me shoot you the list while you stay on the line, and we'll catch you next time, okay?
Sounds good.
All right. Peace.
Peace.